Hello everyone, this is Le Yizhang from ZT Corporation. I'm very glad to be here to share our research on network security measurement on the basis of defense in depth. I'm sorry that due to some time conflicts, we cannot attend the meeting physically, so we choose to present our research by video. Thank you for your understanding. According to the initial threat landscape, it can be seen that as technology advances, cybersecurity situations becomes increasingly complicated. And attacks vary widely from malwares to social engineering, not restricting to inherent vulnerabilities of devices. The vulnerability scanning and patch installation scheme cannot meet the requirement of the new types of attacks. So in order to improve the security level of our system, we need to design a new security measurement to describe the security level of the system correctly. Here are some references of our research. Different from the existing schemes where the security level of the system cannot be quantified precisely. In our paper, we propose a novel network security measurement method based on indicators by integrating risk decision making from the perspective view of security prevention, detection, and recovery. So here is the overall security measurement process we proposed. First, we need to set up the measurement goals and metrics. Then we collect data and perform calculation. Then we compare gaps, determine the security levels, and then we need to make the decisions on whether the risk can be acceptable. We can accept the risk due to several reasons. Maybe the risk has a relatively low impact on the whole system, or maybe the occurrence probability of the risk is very low. So, how to handle risks depending on the security strategy, risk preference, and the budget limit of an organization. If we decide not to accept the risk, we need to improve our system and carry out the measurement again until the risk is acceptable. And the most important part in the process is to determine the metrics so that the security level of the whole system can be correctly described. Okay, so here is the security measurement metrics architecture we proposed. According to the philosophy of ISDFS, we proposed the following indicators considering the ease of implementation. The architecture consists of 3 layers. The first one is the security defense capability layer. So in this layer, we require the system to have the capability to protect against the attacks. And the second layer is the detection capability layer, which means if there are some abnormal events occurs, they can be correctly detected, and then we can make proper actions. The third layer is the security recovery capability layer, which means after the abnormal events caused some influence on our system, we can recover it to the normal state. And in each of the layers, we have different indicators to fully describe the capability. For example, in the defense layer, we can use the following indicators to evaluate the capability. The first indicator is the physical security metrics, which consists of 3 parts, and each part is a product of 2 parameters. The first one is the detailed scores, and the second one is their weights. For example, PB and PC stands for whether MFA and CCTV surveillance systems are installed correctly, while PD means whether the storage of access records are stored for 6 months or more. And we have other indicators like infrastructure protection metrics and boundary protection metrics. Also, we have personnel protection metrics to see whether the operation and management personnel are fully trained and have the ability to do the maintenance of the system. Also, we have terminal protection metrics, device protection metrics, and data protection metrics. The second layer is the detection capabilities. We have the attack detection metrics and vulnerability detection metrics to evaluate whether the system can detect the abnormal events like attacks or the inside vulnerabilities. And also we have the manual audit metrics to check the security awareness of the personnel. The third one is the recovery capabilities. We have the data recovery metrics and the high-risk vulnerability fixing metrics. In the high-risk vulnerability fixing metrics, we need to decide a threshold in advance and compare the average time of the fixing high-risk vulnerabilities with the threshold. If the average time is lower than the threshold, then the test is passed. Or we need to calculate these metrics by using the threshold dividing the maximum time. And also we have the emergency recovery metrics. We divide our devices into the critical ones and the non-critical ones. Each of them have different weights in the evaluation. So these are the indicators we use to perform the measurement of the security level. To verify the feasibility of the metrics, we sample a lab network to prove the effectiveness. By using the above-mentioned security measurement model, we derive the figures below. In the first figure, we can see that the physical security capability, the infrastructure protection capability, and boundary protection capability constantly remain at a high level due to the fixed common security defense over years. And the weakest points lie in personnel, terminals, and data. After these poor points are observed, a series of security measures like training and DLP are put into force, and then the protection capabilities are enhanced in the following quarters. While for the device protection capabilities, it improves slowly because the remaining vulnerabilities of third-party components are not timely resolved. In the second figure of the security detection capabilities, it can be seen that the vulnerability detection ability consistently remains at a high level due to the frequent scanning, while for the attack detection capability, it increases as expected as more security devices are deployed at the border across the internal network segments and on key network nodes. Also, as the scope of the on-site spot check on operation and maintenance personnel extends, the security audit capability also increases. And in the third figure, it can be seen that the data recovery capability is not very high, and the reason is that we lack of a proper environment for recovery testing of backup data, while for the high-risking vulnerability recovery capability, it remains at a low level for a long period due to the vulnerability fixing solution of some third-party components are not timely provided. In contrast, the emergency recovery capabilities remains at a high level and is continuously improved because of the persistent monthly emergency drills. So according to the experimental results, we can see that the proposed metrics are effective in the measurement of security level and can provide guidance on how to enhance our security level of our system. So these are our research results. Thank you for listening.